It's 9 p.m. in Austin, Texas. All amateur radio traffic, please stand by. The Oak Hill Friday Night Trivia Net is about to begin. If there is any emergency or priority traffic, please come with your name and call sign now. Nothing heard. Well, welcome to the beginning of another beautiful weekend. And for those of you out in the Crossroads Ham Radio Club, you've been hearing my voice a lot today. Robert has installed the ads. They've been playing every hour. So I apologize if you're sick of them. It wasn't my idea, I promise. But since you're here, we got to let everybody know that you're listening to the Friday Night Trivia Net brought to you by the Oak Hill Amateur Radio Club. Call sign N50AK. My name is Rusty, WZ5VBS. I'll be your net control for tonight. I'm transmitting from my QTH in Northwest Austin to the flagship 147320 repeater. Tonight's Trivia Net will be a hybrid net using the N50AK, the KA5D, and W5LCR repeater systems, as well as an online trivia game. We currently have the bingo machine turned on, but we'll be shutting that down soon enough. To check into tonight's Trivia Net, all you'll need is a smartphone, a tablet, or any computer with a web browser. I'll give you a few seconds to run to the computer or grab your device before we tell you where to go. And while you're doing that, just a reminder to see all the frequencies tonight's Friday Night Trivia Net is transmitting over. You can visit n5oak.org, ka5d.com, or crhrc.org for the Crossroads Ham Radio Club.org. For our Oak Hill Club members, we have our very own Friday Night Trivia Net channel in the Discord to swing by and join the fellas. We got a fail army going on. For those of you that don't know what that is, it's just a compilation of bad things gone wrong. So it's everything from this trailer full of wood that's about to fall over to poor guys getting hit in the nards, and all kinds of fun. So if you want to laugh besides at me, check it out. We've got Kent, we got Connor, we've got Sky, and we got Ben somewhere in the back there with the blue hair. I see you, Ben. And he even signed in as Ben. All right, now that you have your device, open a web browser and go to n5oak.org. Click on the Trivia Net tab. Once you're there, scroll down, click on the big green button to check in. There's no software to install or accounts to create. All we need is your call sign and your first name. If your XYL or kids would like to play along, just sign them in from their device. This also applies to all of you that are studying for your license, kind of like Cody, KI5, YLC? Yeah, something like that. He finally got a call sign. Welcome, welcome, Cody. If you can hear my voice, you're welcome to play, and we would love to see you in the game tonight. Tonight's trivia game will be divided into 4 rounds. Every round contains 10 questions worth 100 points each. Tonight's topics are as follow. Round 1 is all about the Salem witch trials. Round 2 is Fry in the Friendly Skies. Round 3 is the Legends of Horror, Wes Craven. And round 4 will be a lot about vintage ads. So if you know anything about old advertisements, man, it's going to be your round. After each round, we'll have a short intermission to aid in drink refills and take care of all bodily functions. As always, questions, comments, and friendly taunting are welcome, because this is the Friday Night Trivia Net. Adult beverages. With all that said, I'm going to see if anyone has questions before we get tonight's Trivia Net underway. If you do, please come with your name and call sign now. All right, looks like we are question free. So now let's see, we got 13 people in the bingo, so we're going to shut down the bingo game. Let's see who's doing what on that. Looks like Shay, a.k.a. Fart Bucket, is in the number 1 spot. Leslie, KI5NLC, and there he is, Cody, KI5YLS. He's tied Leslie for 2nd place. All right, congratulations. So we're going to get you moved over into the official Friday Night Trivia Net. This way you don't have to answer that question anymore about who you are and what you are. If you would, please make your call sign and your name look like those over there on the right. I certainly would appreciate it. And we will get everybody signed in. We got 14 people just signed into the game. And let's see what we got. And once again, if you'd like to play along tonight, you can join the game at any time. You don't have to wait for a round to be over. Just open a web browser on your smartphone, tablet, or computer and head over to n5oak.org. Click on the TriviaNet tab. Once you're there, scroll down, click on that big green button to check in. All we need is your name and your call sign. We got 25 people already signed in tonight for the TriviaNet, so you'll be in good company. And as you know, every week we give away amazing door prizes for those of you that check in on time. Tonight's prize, surprise, surprise. It's a free membership to the Oak Hill Amateur Radio Club. Let's spin the wheel and see who the big winners will be tonight. And a big congratulations to all our lucky winners. After the game tonight, head over to n5oak.org and sign up to become a member. We have the welcome team standing by waiting to approve your complimentary membership as well as request to join our Discord community. And if you're not a member on Discord, go do it because that's where all the fun is. We've already got people in there chatting about, and like I said, we've got some epic fails going on in the video chat. Oh, and look, we got an alley and we got a puppy dog. We got all kinds of people hanging out with us in the video. We got Ray, we got Josh, W5MVD, Connor, W6CNC, oh, we got Cody, KI5YLS, he's playing with us from work. That's probably why he's got the video turned off if I had to guess. Oh, nope, he's got the video on. Why you stay there, Cody? So for those of you who are new and haven't checked into the TriviaNet before, we're going to run through a practice question real quick to show you how the game works. Everybody get in front of your devices and get ready to push those buttons. Questions will be read over the repeater and displayed on your device. Once the question has been read aloud, the answers will appear. All players will have 15 seconds to make a choice, but the longer it takes to choose an answer, the fewer points you will get. Also, remember to choose wisely, as you only get one shot to answer the question. And once the timer runs out, the correct answer will be revealed, as well as what everyone else thought it was. For those of you that like to keep up with your score, it's that number located at the top left of your screen, and it will always be available during gameplay. Now that everybody understands how the game works, let's see who has checked into the net so far tonight. All right, let's see. We got Aaron, AI5HP. He's in Houston tonight. Good to see you out there. We got Norman, N5ZOT. He is in Austin. We got Robert, the Peanut Butter Man, KB5PBM, is in H-Town. We got Richard, W5SBD, out in Rosanke. We got Dave, KI5STT, and Holly from Buda. Holly is W5LUL. Good to see y'all out at the Ham Expo. We got Andrew, KC5DJY. He's coming to us from Houston. We've got Connor and Bree, W6CNC. They're out in Dripping Springs. We got Ernesto playing solo. KI5TZN, he's out in East Austin. Steve, KG5LAA, is out in Burnett, Texas. Gail's coming to us from Buda. We got Bjorn, KI5YAT, he's a new member in the club. He's coming in from Austin. We got Leonard and Leslie, KI5NLC, they're out in Kyle. We got Jason, KB5MPJ, he's down in Buda. Philip, AC5G, out in East Austin. And Mark A, out in Buda, Texas. And Anthony from Houston. We have our newest member and our newest call sign in the club, KI5YLS, Cody. He's hanging out in Fort Hood, and also he's at work, so he's the official slacker. He's going to fit in great in this club for sure. We got Joe, K5KUA. He's in Jamaica Beach, Texas. Mike, W7QAG, down in Sugar Land, Texas. We got Allie, Ray, and Amanders hanging out in South Texas. Good to see y'all on the video. We got Bill, W5ITZ, out in Ganado. Take that, Kent. And speaking of, we got Kent, KI5RVT, and Ben hanging out in Pflugerville. We got Josh, W5MVD, in Gerald, Texas. We got Trina and Doug hanging out in North Austin. That's KG5UNK. Last but not least, my favorite nephew, Shay, a.k.a. Fart Bucket. Good to have you in there, man. All right, that's a mouthful. We got 29 people hanging out with us. Welcome to you all. Let's see if anybody has any questions before we get the net started. If you do, please come with your name and call sign now.
KI5YLS, Kilo India 5, Yankee Lima Sierra.
Yes, sir, Cody. What can we do for you?
I want to know how you messed up my call sign the first time. You put C instead of S.
Well, because it's 9 o'clock, and it's the Friday night trivia net, man, and, you know, everybody's drinking. So it's just kind of a thing. My apologies. We'll do it phonetically. How about Kilo India 5, Yankee Lima Sierra? You might hear him calling out on the repeater just a few times. Does that make up for it, man?
I guess it'll work. No, you're good. Also, have a drink for me because I can't have any until about 9:30, 9:45 tonight. But you better believe when that time rolls around, I'm gonna have a few. So.
How about yappy little Shih Tzu, K5BZI?
I already said that I don't know about the Shih Tzu one, but I don't know. I was thinking of more along the lines of like young, lovable, and sexy.
Or we could make it yellow liver spots. You know, it's whatever y'all. All right, well, welcome along, Cody. It's good to have you. I think this is your first official net with a call sign. Even though you're on the Echo link, I think Ray is coming to the rescue with a radio and an antenna, so we'll have you on RF soon enough. But it's good to have you in the game. We got everybody moved over into the first round. It's the Salem witch trials. And this one's, you know, I promised a little Halloween for October, so this is all that we can do. So let's see if y'all are ready. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, put your hands on your buzzer. The Friday Night Trivia Net will begin in T-minus 10 seconds.
I just gotta say, young, lovable, and sexy, man. I love it. That's got my mom's fingerprints all over it, and I gotta give her credit. K5BZI, back to net.
All right, question number one. In what colonial state did the Salem witch trials take place in the late 1600s? All right, Massachusetts taking the number one answer. We got a tie with Connecticut and Delaware. Virginia, nobody touching Virginia. So where did these things take place? Yeah, y'all are right, it was in Massachusetts. The Salem witch trials were hearings and prosecutions of people accused of witchcraft in Colonial, Massachusetts between February 1692 and May of 1693. Old Bill, W5ITZ, was just a boy. All right, question number two. The first person to be accused of witchcraft was an enslaved woman named this. So we got a tie for first and second between Tituba and Violet. Tobito coming in third and Kalina coming in fourth. So let's see. What is the name of this person? It was Tituba. Check it out. An enslaved girl in the home of Puritan minister Samuel Parris was the first person accused of practicing witchcraft during the trials. She stood accused of causing fits in Parris's daughter and niece. Nothing worse than giving people fits. I would be burned a long time ago. All right, question number three. During the trials, two of these were also killed on suspicions of witchcraft. A whopping 71% went with cats. Cats must be evil little things. Goats coming in second, followed by owls and dogs in the very last. So let's see. Two of what were killed? The correct answer is dogs. Only one person got this right. Two dogs were accused of bewitching several citizens and killed during the scare. Now, the only person that got this right was Mark A., and Mark A. got 91 points for it. So, Mark, if you have a way to get in on the radio and want to come let us know if you knew this or we're just guessing, come in with it now. Looks like Mark's shy. Not a problem. Question number four. Along with Tituba, Sarah Osborne and Sarah Blank were the first three people accused and arrested at the onset of the witch hunt. I was going to change one of these to Palin just to see if somebody'd pick it. But let's see where we went. Hobbs coming in number one, followed by Griggs, Good, and Clinton. So it was Sarah Good. Sarah Good is the correct answer. Sarah Good was a destitute woman accused of witchcraft because of her reputation for being unpleasant. Her 4-year-old daughter, Dorothy Good, was also accused. Man, it's good I didn't live back then. I would have been dead like a long time ago. All right, question number 5, and halfway through the Salem witch trial round. According to Puritan pastor John Hale, one of the accused girls confessed to using this as a makeshift crystal ball for fortune telling. Oh, y'all are going with cow's eyes. She used cow's eyes. Candle flames coming in second. Water puddle third. Egg whites. Only one person picked egg whites. Let's see. 48% with cow's eyes are incorrect. It was the one person that picked egg whites, and that one person yet again was Mark A. So it sounds like old Kent has got to run for his money tonight in Mark A. So we're halfway through already. Let's fire up the scoreboard and see Joshua, W5MVD, is in the number one spot. Mark A coming in second, followed by Trina. All right, there you go. There's your top three so far in round number one. So while you are checking out your scores, we have to remind you that you're listening to the Friday Night Trivia Net, brought to you by the Oak Hill Amateur Radio Club. Call sign N50AK. My name is Rusty, WZ5VBS, and I'm your net control for tonight. You can check into tonight's Trivia Net at any time during the game from your smartphone, tablet, or computer. We got 30 people plus friends and family playing along already. All you have to do is point your web browser to n5oak.org and click on the Trivia Net tab. Once you're there, scroll down, click on the big green button to check in. There's no software to install or accounts to create. All we need is your name and your call sign, and you can be hanging out with us. This is question number 6, so for you new people, this is where you get to do something with your score. Question 6, you get to place your bets and do whatever you want. You can bet all your points, you can bet none of your points, but this is the time to do it. So ladies and gentlemen, place your bets. This one's a tricky one. How many people accused of witchcraft were burned at the stake during the trials? Well, y'all lit up all the answers. 15 coming in on the first slot, 0 coming in second, followed by 5, and then 25. So how many people accused of witchcraft were burned at the stake during the trials? The correct answer is 0. 33%. 9 people got that right. So let's see what that did to the scoreboard. Oh, that put Trina up in the number 1 spot. We got Volley in the number 2nd spot, and Mark A. Nobody knows who this Mark A person is, but man, they're coming in and taking over the game. All right, let's see. What do we got? 125 points, 148 points. There's a lot of red in there as well, man. Yoza. All right, question number 7. What New England colony executed Alcee Young for witchcraft decades before the Salem trials? Almost half went with Connecticut. We got Rhode Island coming in second, followed by New Hampshire and Vermont. So let's see what the correct answer is. Yeah, y'all are smart. It was Connecticut. The earliest recorded witchcraft execution in the colonies was Alcee Young in 1647 in Hartford, Connecticut. The Connecticut witch trials lasted until 1663. Question number 8. Memorable Providences by Puritan clergyman Cotton Blank detailed the supposed afflictions brought on by witchcraft. And again, almost half went with Cotton Mather. Let's see if y'all are right. Hey, you are indeed. Cotton Mather, a Puritan minister of Boston's North Church, argued in Memorable Promises from 1689 that since there are witches and devils, there are immortal souls. He also argued that anyone who confessed to practicing witchcraft was sane. That's interesting. Question number 9. What author of The House of Seven Gables was born in Salem on July 4th, 1804? Number 1 answer on the board is Nathaniel Hawthorne. Edgar Allan Poe and Harriet Stowe were tied neck and neck, but she beat him out, and then Washington Irving coming in number 4. So let's see if 37% of you, I think you might know something. Yeah, that's it. The setting for Nathaniel Hawthorne's House of the Seven Gables was inspired by the gabled house in Salem, Massachusetts, belonging to ancestors of Hawthorne's who had played a part in the Salem witch trials of 1692. So we're at the last question of round number 1, man. It just seemed to fly right by. Let's see how y'all do. What woman accused of witchcraft during the Salem witch trials is honored with a special day in Boston every November 16th? So y'all are thinking it's Sarah Osborne. Sarah Osborne, all right. And then we got Suzanne Martin coming in second, Bridget Bishop third, and Goody Glover. Only one person voted for Goody Glover. So which woman was accused? Let's see. It was the one person that picked Goody Glover. Goody Glover is the last person to be hanged in Boston as a witch. Is the only victim of the witchcraft hysteria in the Massachusetts Bay Colony to receive such a tribute, known as Goody Glover Day. And the person that got this right, watch out, Mark A, is Leslie, KI5NLC. She got 70 points for that. Leslie, were you guessing?
Yeah, I was guessing. I had no idea. It just sounded good.
All right, Joshua says Goody isn't even a real name, and that's not true, Joshua. There's liquor stores called Goody Goody, so it's a good first name and a last name. So take some of that. All right, let's add up the scores and see how we did in round number 1. Let's see what the scoreboard says. It says that Trina is in the number 1 place. Viola? We're going to figure that out. Is in the number 2, and Mark A is in the number 3. So we got 3 people we can or cannot talk to. Trina is hanging out with Doug. She typically doesn't want to say anything, but we're going to go see if Trina wants to say something, being in first place.
Sorry, man. She's still doesn't want to talk. TG5, UNK.
No worries. Every time we're just going to come talk to Doug, because Doug's always got something fun to say. All right, so the second place, I have completely murdered your name, and I'm completely sorry about that. Let's see if they want to talk to us about second place. They got 4 I only got 4 wrong. Oh, bummer. I'm never going to know how to say your name. Kent's going to make fun of me forever. And Mark A is in the number 3 spot. Let's see if we can get Mark A on the radio. Maybe.
I'm honored. Sorry, I was a little bit late. Technical difficulties earlier. Thanks for having me on. You there?
I'm here. And thanks, sir, for coming out and hanging out with us. And congratulations on the 3rd place, man. That's a good spot. And Ben, look at that. Ben beat out his dad. Ben's at number 4 and Kit's at number 7. Something's going over there. It's those Halloween decorations. They're like Ken's kryptonite. Well, there you have it, folks. We are going to take a quick intermission so everybody can take care of business. During the intermission, you'll see questions on your screen to pass the time. Voting is optional, but always appreciated. Just a reminder, if you're out there listening and you don't know what in the world, you can check in to tonight's Trivia Net at any time during the game from your smartphone, tablet, or computer. All you have to do is point your web browser to n5oak.org and click on the Trivia Net tab. Once you're there, scroll down, click on the big green button to check in. There's no software to install or accounts to create. All we need is your name and your call sign, or if you like Mark A, or Trina, or the Fart Bucket, just put your name in there. We'll love to have you around anyway. So we're going to fire up our first intermission, and if you have any questions or concerns, please come with your name and call sign now.
KI5MPJ, K5BCI. KI5MPJ, K5BZI.
K65IHO, this is going to be, it's going to hurt.
I was trying to reach the other Jason, but hey Jace, what's going on, bro? So MPJ, mute your Discord feed, buddy.
So were you hearing football through the Discord feed?
Yes, sir.
Okay, yeah, I'm not sure how that was working. I was watching some highlights during the intermission here.
No.
Sorry about that. I've been tearing down my tower, and I'm literally on my rack with a mag mount, and got a message from Allie to get on the radio, so that's what I'm doing.
Yeah, man, we're playing trivia, dude. Get on, go to the website at n5oak.org and click on the trivia tab and click on the big green button and join the game.
What did you just say? Sorry, it's gonna have to duck. It's so scratchy.
Sorry, I'm on my HT. Go to the website at n5oak.org, click on the trivia tab, click on the big green button, and join the trivia game. We'd love to have you. K5BZI for ID.
K65IHO, sorry. Didn't get it, and I can't do simplex. I'm on a mag mount on top of my server rack.
All right, well, we'll catch you later on then. This is K5BZI, back to net.
Hey Ray, are you hearing football now or is it gone?
It's gone.
Yeah, that's really weird, because I muted the microphone, but I was listening to it in the headphones, so it must be
routing through somehow, other than the microphone. So, not sure. I'm on Linux, so, maybe some weird's going on there.
Dadgum Linux. K5BZI, better bet.
Guess I could have all kinds of fun with this, though. KB5MPJ.
All right, we're done with our first intermission. So the first Austin Amateur Radio Club meeting I did on Zoom, one of the Zoom bombers took it over, and it was comical and scary all at the same time. I won't go into what we had to witness, but I'll just say there were a bunch of old men that were running for their disconnect buttons. It was pretty funny. Wake up your devices, because it's time to move over into round number 2. Round number 2 is Flying the Friendly Skies. We'll see how y'all do on this. We got 30 people hanging out with us, playing trivia. And you can join, and if you're not really sure what's going on the frequencies, you're listening to the Friday Night Trivia Net, brought to you by the Oak Hill Amateur Radio Club. Call sign N50AK. My name is Rusty. WZ5VBS, I'm your net control for tonight. You can check into tonight's Trivia Net at any time during the game from your smartphone, tablet, or computer. All you have to do is point your web browser to n50ak.org and click on the Trivia Net tab. Once you're there, scroll down and click on the big green button to check in. There's no software to install or accounts to create. All we need is your call sign and your first name, and you can be playing along with us.
W5ITZ.
Yes, sir, Bill.
Hey, Rusty, just wanted to make a quick announcement. We lost the link to Oak into the Crossroads system for a bit. It's just been restored, so it was down most of the most of the intermission, but we're back up and going.
All right. Well, thank you, Bill. Yeah, that's like, 17 repeaters that we just got added back. But if it was only during the intermission, y'all didn't miss out on much. So apparently old Jason's listening to some football and watching some stuff and playing trivia. He's a multi-talented person, that dude. So welcome back if you're hanging out in the Crossroads Ham Radio Club area. It's good to have you, and you're right in time for round number 2, man. They got a crackpot team over there, technical dudes that can make all that stuff happen. So good to have y'all back on the air. Round number 2 is Flying the Friendly Skies. We're going to let all the repeaters reset, and when we come back, we'll be ready for question number 1. All right, here we go. Question number 1. In what North Carolina city did the Wright brothers make the first controlled plane flight? So 70%, sounds like y'all might know this one, went with Kitty Hawk. We got Kill Devil Hill as number 2, Nag's Head number 3. Let's see, 70% are y'all right? You are indeed. On December 17th, 1903, Orville and Wilbur Wright started making popcorn and changed the world when they flew over the first heavier-than-air aircraft 120 feet on a beach in Kitty Hawk, North Carolina. Question number 2. What plane did Charles Lindbergh fly to complete the first non-stop transatlantic flight? I was down to 2, and just in the nick of time, we lit up 3 answers, but 93% are going with Spirit of St. Louis. Victory of Virginia and the Joy of Jacksonville. Nobody picked the Pride of Poughkeepsie. So let's see, 93%, are you right? You are indeed. Charles Lindbergh flew the Spirit of St. Louis from New York City to Paris, France from May 20th to 21st, 1927. Question number 3. Who was the first aviator to fly a fixed-wing aircraft solo around the world? So let's see what you think. Y'all went with Glenn Curtis. Willie Post, Wiley Post coming in second. So let's see. Glenn Curtis, are y'all right? Not at all. It was Wiley Post. He was the first aviator to fly a fixed-wing plane solo around the world. The flight took 7 days, from July 15th to July 22nd, back in 1933. Question number 4. What automobile manufacturer produced their line of tri-motor commercial airplanes from 1925 to 1933? Over half of you went with Ford. Mercedes-Benz coming in second, followed by BMW and Chevrolet. So let's see. Who made a tri-motor commercial airplane? It was the Ford brothers. The Ford tri-motor, nicknamed Tin Goose, was manufactured from 1925 to 1933 and had a 12-passenger capacity. Question number 5, and halfway through our aviation round. For what airline did Sully Sullenberger fly when he was forced to land in the Hudson River after striking a flock of birds? So apparently, y'all think Southwest Airlines was not it. Everybody's in full agreement on that. U.S. Airways coming in first, followed by Delta, and then United. Nobody touching Southwest. The correct answer is, indeed, U.S. Airways. Sully Sullenberger landed the U.S. Airways Flight 1549 in the Hudson River after a plane struck a flock of birds shortly after takeoff, saving all 155 people on board. The landing became known as the Miracle on the Hudson. So that was question number 5. Let's fire up the scoreboard and see. I was banking that Trina was going to do well. For those of y'all that don't know, Doug is practically part airplane, and so I was figuring he might do well on this, but I'm not giving all the credit to Doug, but I was hoping that he would help out. He'd help out Trina if she needed it. She didn't miss a one. 365 points. Leslie, KI5 NLC, she only missed one with 359. And Kent, the trivia robot, KI5 RVT, is in the number 3 spot. He only missed one as well. So while y'all are checking out your scores, we're going to remind everybody out there you're listening to the Friday Night Trivia Net, brought to you by the Oak Hill Amateur Radio Club. Call sign N50AK. My name is Rusty, WZ5BBS. I'm your net control for tonight. You can check into tonight's Trivia Net at any time during the game from your smartphone, tablet, or computer. All you have to do is point your web browser to n5oak.org and click on the Trivia Net tab. Once you're there, scroll down, click on the big green button to check in. There's no software to install or accounts to create. All we need is your name and your call sign. We got question number 6 is coming up next, so y'all place your bets. Let's see how you do. Which of these planes is a Cessna 172 Skyhawk, the most widely produced aircraft in history? So funny enough, it seemed the correct answer was there waiting for you when it opened. I don't know if y'all realized that or not, but 73% of you hit one button and the rest of you hit the other three. And the 73% of you that may or may not have cheated or just followed the green button got the answer correct. So let's see how that did on our points over here. So we still got Trina in the number one spot, Leslie, KI5NLC, and Kent. So I'm not seeing any points here. I'm not understanding why that's working. So that's interesting. Nobody got any points there. Huh. That's a bummer. I think we're gonna have to blame Cody, KI5YLS, for that. This is his first time to play tonight, and he broke the game. So I think that's how that's how that worked. That sucks. All right, well, there you have it. So that didn't do anything to the scores. I still blame Cody though. All right, question number 7. What was the actual name of billionaire Howard Hughes' improbably huge wooden aircraft commonly known as the Spruce Goose? Well, let's see what y'all think. Hercules coming in number 1, followed by Colossus, Goliath, and Juggernaut. Let's see which one of these is right. Hercules is correct. Howard Hughes' Hercules, nicknamed the Spruce Goose, was the largest aircraft ever made at the time of its one and only half-mile flight in 1947. All right, let's move on to question number 8. What company makes the F-16 fighter jet, the most deployed military fighter jet on Earth? Overwhelming majority going with Lockheed Martin. Boeing coming in second, Raytheon third. Nobody picked on Airbus. It's a little too sleek for Airbus, I think, too. So let's see. Lockheed Martin, is that right? It is indeed. The F-16 Fighting Falcon, made by Lockheed Martin, was first developed in 1970s by General Dynamics, and is the most popular fighting aircraft made globally. Question number 9. To what island in the Pacific was Amelia Earhart flying when she disappeared on July 2nd, 1937? So we got a tie for first and second between Baker and Howland Island. Gardner Island coming in third, and Jarvis number 4. The correct answer, it's got to be either A or B. Let's see. Howland Island. Those of you are right. On July 2nd, 1937, Amelia Earhart and navigator Frederick Noonan disappeared somewhere near Howland Island, one of the final legs of their trans-global flight. Question number 10 and the end of round number 2. What musician took a supersonic Concord jet to play a set at both Live Aid concerts in London and Philadelphia on the same day in 1985? Elton John is getting some love on this one. 74% went with that. Phil Collins coming in second, followed by Cher and Sade. Let's see, who was the one that took the Supersonic jet? It was Phil Collins. On July 13th, 1985, Phil Collins played Live Aid at Wembley Stadium in London, took a helicopter to Heathrow Airport, flew on a Concord to New York City, and was given another helicopter ride to Philadelphia to the Live Aid show there. All right, so let's see who got that right, because that's pretty impressive. Norman, N5ZOT, got that right. Mark A, man, Mark A, you better watch out. Mike, W7QAG got that right, as well as Jason, KB5MPJ. All right, oh, and Steve, KG5LAA. There we go. There's your 5 people that got that right. Well, we're done with round number 2. Let's add up the scores and see how we did. Mark A is in the number 1 spot, Trina is in the number 2 spot, and Kent, KI5RBT, in the number 3 spot. So let's go talk to Mark A now that we know we can get him on the radio. He only missed 2. Mark, which one's got you? All right, well, so much for that one. Let's go and see Trina and Doug. I'm curious to know if Doug helped out any, or if Trina knew everything here. So, Doug, get in here and tell us how it went over there at your house.
Well, you know the answer. And the last one, I had no clue. She picked that, and, well, yeah, you see where we ended up. KG5UNK.
So he's blaming you for the last one. Feel free to hit him. That's totally legit, man. Totally legit. Let's go talk to Kent, KI5RBT. He got 8 out of 10. Which one's got you, man?
Kicking myself because I misclicked the first one and I said Kill Devil Hills. And I was like, I don't believe I did that. And then, of course, the last one because total toss-up between Elton John and Phil Collins. I also have a huge distraction next to me, too, so I'll blame him. KI5RBT.
Are you blaming my name, Jeff, over there? Is that it? Just say that one more time. Come on, Ben. You know he loves it. All right. Well, there's the top 3 in round number 2. Let's add up all the scores and see who's doing what in the Friday night trivia net. We have Trina in the number 1 spot, Mark A in the number 2 spot. Wow, we got people with no call signs in the top 3. This is absolutely fantastic. I love it. Well, welcome, and congratulations. So we're going to take a quick intermission so everybody can take care of business. During the intermission, you'll see questions on your screen to pass the time. Voting is optional, but always appreciated. Just a reminder, you can check into tonight's trivia net at any time during the game from your smartphone, tablet, or computer. All you have to do is point your web browser to n5oak.org and click on the Trivia Net tab. Once you're there, scroll down, click on the big green button to check in. There's no software to install or accounts to create. All we need is your call sign and your first name. This is our second intermission, and this is when you get to pick your favorite Thursday night net controller, so y'all know what to do. Make sure it's the third question. Make sure you light that up, because I always go put that in on the net control channel, and it drives them bonkers. If you got any questions or concerns, please come with your name and call sign now.
K5BZI.
I knew you might come around.
I'd just like to say, I approve this message. If you get that vote there for me, it might be a good thing for you. I don't know why, but I approve this message. K5BZI.
All right, we got Ray, K5BZI. He's looking for your vote on the third question. We got any more net controllers out there that wanna come out and put out a plea?
K5PZN, if you vote for me, your wildest dream will come true.
All right, we got Ernesto. Anybody else?
K5BZI. I think I can throw this football over that mountain. Just saying.
And a vote for Carrot, KG5, KVJ. He'll make recess even longer, and pizza for lunch every Friday.
KI5YLS.
KI5YLS, you rang.
Yeah, so about this question 3, I want to know, now that I've got my call sign and I'm on the air, when I start controlling Thursday night nets, is my name going to get added to the list? And if so, I better get everybody's vote because I'm the newbie, and that just makes sense.
So does this mean you want to start being net control for Thursday night net?
I mean, not right away because, like, I'm still learning everything, but eventually I'd be down for it. Say the word and I'd be down for it because, seems like fun. I just got to get used to quickly typing in the call signs because I know that a lot of them like to bombard at sometimes. So yeah.
Control runs in the family, man, so you'd probably be very good. The easiest way to start out, honestly, for net control, especially for the new guys, because now you figured out all the radio stuff, but figuring out everybody's call sign and writing all that down, like, it is a little interesting. So usually what we do is we tell the new guys, sign up to do the exam questions. And you can do those. We usually do 2 out of the general side, so you can sign up to do that, or you can sign up to read the news. Just do something like that. It's kind of an easy way to get in and get yourself comfortable on the net, get you talking to everybody. So I highly recommend that you do that, and talk to Ray, because Ray is the master of net control. And if you have any questions on that, talk to Ray. But whenever you feel like you're ready to come and be net control for the Thursday Night Net, man, you are more than welcome.
I mean, I did speak to someone, can't remember off the top of my head who it was, that, it was whoever, I think it was Philip. I talked to him and he said that, as soon as I got my call sign, that I would be, voluntold, not volunteered, but voluntold that, I was going to do the news for the next Thursday night net, so, there's that.
All right, man. Well, keep your eye out on the Thursday night net channel in Discord, And I don't even know if we have anybody signed up to do the net next week, but they will start throwing out and seeing who they want, or they'll start begging more likely for people to do exam questions and news. So keep your eye on that, man, and sign up. And we can point you to a website or a spot with the questions. That way you can have them easy access. And yeah, man, we'll make it happen.
All right. Just name the time and I'll be there because I've told work that I officially need to work Thursday mornings so I can make the net.
Very cool, man. All right, so just to break down in case you didn't see, Ray, it looks like your commercial worked. Ray came in the number one spot with 6 people, so congratulations, Ray, on making that happen. I think Cody was the tiebreaker. Ernesto came in second with 5 votes. Sammy came in third with 3 votes. Mireya came in second with 2 votes. And then we got Jeffrey and Garrett knocking it out with 1 vote apiece. So there you have it. Ray won. He'll be more than happy to see that in the net control channel tomorrow. All right, let's move everybody into round number 3. Round number 3 is Legends of Horror, Wes Craven. So hopefully y'all know a little bit about this. While y'all are getting ready and getting situated, we're going to remind everyone yet again, you're listening to the Friday Night Trivia Net brought to you by the Oak Hill Amateur Radio Club. Call sign N50AK. My name is Rusty, WZ5BVS. I'm your net control for tonight. You can check into tonight's Trivia Net at any time during the game from your smartphone, tablet, or computer. All you have to do is point your web browser to n5oak.org and click on the Trivia Net tab. Once you're there, scroll down and click on the big green button to check in. There's no software to install or accounts to create. All we need is your call sign and your first name. We got a bunch of people hanging out with us in the video channel watching epic failures. Looks like we're going to have a water leak fall through the ceiling right about now. And so yeah, come join us on the video. Come join us in the Discord. If you don't know about Discord or you're not part of the Discord, you can do that on the website as well, n5oak.org. Just scroll down to the bottom left and you'll see everybody's name. Just click on that Join Discord button. We got the welcome team standing by, and now is a great time to join so that we can get you approved. So here we go. We're going to start up round number 3. Y'all get your fingers on your buzzers, because here comes question number 1. What actor-comedian stars as the titular bloodsucker in Wes Craven's horror comedy Vampire in Brooklyn? So y'all are going with Eddie Murphy, huh? All right, Chris Tucker coming in second, followed by Chris Rock and Dave Chappelle. Which one was it? 57% of you can't be wrong. Not at all. Working from an original story by star Eddie Murphy and his brother Charles, Vampire in Brooklyn, a 1995 movie, was Wes Craven's only foray into comedy. Question number 2. What is the actual name of the ghost face costume in Wes Craven's postmodern horror classic, Scream? .73% went with the Slasher, followed by Wounded Soul, and then a tie for Father Death and Evil Master. So let's see if the Slasher is correct. It is not. Only 2 people got this. It was Father Death is who it was. Sky, N5LX got that, and so did Violi. Volley? Man, somebody come in and tell me how to do this. Sky, let's go talk to Sky, N5LX, and see, Sky, did you know this, man, or are you guessing?
Hey, man, N5LX here. I don't know any of this stuff. Yeah, it was a button pushing.
Alright, Sky's pushing buttons. Somebody in here has got to know how to say this name. Voye? How do we do this? Anybody? Bueller? Alright, well, my apologies for murdering your name. No pun intended. After the killing starts in the first scream, Deputy Sheriff Dewey Riley tracks down the costume at a local store and brings it into the police station. The package identifies the costume as Father Death. Question number 3. What horror classic was directed by Sean S. Cunningham, producer of Wes Craven's 1972 debut, The Last Hour on the Left? Texas Chainsaw Massacre, taking the number 1 spot, followed by Halloween, Child's Play, and Friday the 13th. The correct answer is Friday the 13th. After failing to write themselves out of the horror genre, Wes Craven went to the right and directed The Hills Have Eyes, while Sean S. Cunningham went on to direct the original Friday the 13th back in 1980. Things came full circle with the filmmakers in 2003 when the heroes of their respective franchise met up in Freddy vs. Jason. Question number 4 in the Wes Craven round. Which of Wes Craven's horror films is the only one released with a PG rating? So y'all go with Swamp Thing. Swamp Thing looks like it. Let's see. Shocker coming in second. Cursed third. Nobody picked on Deadly Friend. So let's see. Was it Swamp Thing? Swamp Thing PG? Yes, sir, it was. Although Deadly Friend was intended as a PG-rated supernatural thriller, the studio insisted that Wes Craven make it more violent and gory, leading to an R rating. Swamp Thing, however, in 1982, got a PG rating from the MPAA. Question number 5, and halfway through round number 3. What was the only film Wes Craven directed from his own screenplay after 1995? There's some comments in the Discord. I think Josh thought he was going to be pretty good at this. Kent was pretty noticeable that it's going to be his Bob's Burgers round. But it's looking like Josh might be having some problems. So let's see where we went on this. We got Red Eye coming in first, followed by Vampire in Brooklyn, My Soul to Take, and Cursed. So what was the only film that was directed from his own screenplay? My Soul to Take. 4 of you got that right. Although he gained recognition as a writer-director, Wes Craven mostly worked as a director for hire in the last 2 decades of his life. During this period, the only film he wrote was 2010's My Soul to Take. So let's see. Question number 5 is here, which means we're going to add up the scores. Oh, Kent, look at that. KI5 RBT, he's in the number 1 spot with 248 points. He got 3 so far. He only missed 2. Leonard, KI5 NLC in the number 2 spot. And Voye coming in number 3. We're gonna stick with that because it sounds like fun, right? All right, so y'all check out your scores, and while you're doing that, we're going to remind everybody you're listening to the Friday Night Trivia Net, brought to you by the Oak Hill Amateur Radio Club. Call sign N5OAK. My name is Rusty, WZ5VBS. I'm your net control for tonight. You can check in to tonight's Trivia Net at any time during the game from your smartphone, tablet, or computer. All you have to do is point your web browser to n5oak.org and click on the Trivia Net tab. Once you're there, scroll down, click on the big green button to check in. There's no software to install or accounts to create. All we need is your name and your call sign, or just your call sign, or just your name, if you don't have a call sign. We got 31 people plus family and friends playing with us. Ernesto says it's like volleyball, maybe. We're not really sure. This one's kind of a fun puzzle. We might have to make a whole round on how people think we say this. But it's question number 6, and that means it's time to place your bets.
Rusty timed out to repeat, or K5BZI.
I'm getting really good at that. I've done this like every day so far, so I deserve a drink. All right, as of 2022, which of these Wes Craven films have not been remade? All right, I'm going to talk to Chris and see if we can't get the timeout set to 5 minutes. I doubt it, but we'll try. All right, where did we go? 68% went The People Under the Stairs, followed by The Hills Have Eyes, A Nightmare on Elm Street, and The Last House on the Left. So as of 2022, which of these Wes Craven films has not been remade? Survey says The People Under the Stairs. 68% of you got that right. Prior to his death in 2015, Wes Craven was planning to remake The People Under the Stairs, either as a feature film or a television series, but the project never came to fruition. So 68% of you got that right. Let's fire up the scores and see Volley got it right. She got 227 points, 454 points total. W6CNC, Connor and Bree, way to go. They're hanging out in the number 2 spot. They got 165 points, totaling 330 points for the round. And Trina is in the number 3 spot. She got 103 points with 309 points total. All right, question number 7. All right, got to make sure I don't time anything out. Where does Wes Craven's based on a true story psychological horror film, The Serpent and the Rainbow, take place? Go ahead and let the repeater ID so it doesn't hate me as well. All right, where are y'all going? Haiti is where you're thinking, followed by Jamaica, Costa Rica, and Guatemala. So where does The Serpent and the Rainbow take place? It is Haiti. It's based on the nonfiction book by Wade Davis, and it tells of an anthropologist who travels to Haiti after hearing rumors about people turning into zombies through the use of black magic and powerful drugs. Question number 8. What is the only non-Scream Wes Craven film written by screenwriter Kevin Williamson? So Josh says, fun fact, Serpent and the Rainbow messed up some of the actors. So Josh, would you care to elaborate on this?
W5MVD. Yeah, so when they were filming that movie, apparently there was folks in Haiti that did not appreciate them being down there, and some of the cast members, actors, all of that got a little more than they bargained for, and now don't know if they were tried to be turned into zombies or not. Some of them got whatever you want to call that. I don't remember the name. The powder blown in their faces. I want to say it was Paxton got really upset about some stuff that went on. But, yeah, because of the subject matter, it just went a little more sideways than they expected, W5WD.
Oh, very fun. All right, well, that is a fun little fact. Well, thank you very much for that. All right, so let's see where y'all are went with this question. Let's see. 48% of you went with red eye. For whatever reason, this is not showing. They've been messing with the game. All right, there we go. Goodness. Red eye coming in number 1, followed by Night Visions, Chiller, and Cursed. So what is the only non-Scream Wes Craven film written by screenwriter Kevin Williamson? The correct answer is Cursed. Despite the pedigrees of both Wes Craven and Kevin Williamson, the title of the werewolf film Cursed, a 2005 movie, became a self-fulfilling prophecy when it underwent massive rewrites and reshoots. Some characters were written out completely, others most left in the cutting room floor. Nearly everyone involved lamented how the original version was essentially destroyed by the studio. Question number 9. What now defunct award show dedicated to horror, sci-fi, and fantasy bestowed the Mastermind Award on Wes Craven in 2008? A whopping 75% went with the Scream Awards. So let's see. Are y'all right on that one? You're right on the money. Among the many accolades received by Wes Craven during his lifetime was the Mastermind Award, equivalent to a Lifetime Achievement Award from the Scream Awards, which were presented from 2005 to 2012. All right, question number 10. What 2006 horror film was originally written by Wes Craven, but then ultimately made without his involvement? Over half of you went with See No Evil. Pulse coming in second, followed by The Breed and Abominable. So let's see which one is correct. It is Pulse. Wes Craven wrote his screenplay for Pulse in 2006 with Vince Gilligan, creator of the TV series Breaking Bad and Better Call Saul. I finally watched both of those. I'm very proud of myself. All right, so only 7 people got that one right. Most of y'all, not so much. Let's end this thing and tally up scores and see how we did in round number 3. We're going to go with Volley this time. Came in number 1. Trina came in number 2. And Jason, KB5 MPJ, number 3. Jason's the only one with call sign. So let's go talk to Jason and see. He got half of these things right. Way to go, man. And congrats on being in 3rd place. Are you a Wes Craven fan?
Well, you know, not really. I don't like Wes Craven or horror films, but you know, I'm not one of those people that watches all of them. So just a lot of lucky guesses and kind of going with my gut. KB5 and PJ.
Roger, man. Well, congrats on that. Let's go talk to Connor and Bree, W6CNC. Connor and Bree also got 5 out of 10 correct. Are y'all Wes Craven fans over there?
I mean, mostly lucky guessers. Hard to pay attention to anything with this fail army going on. That's got to be the most entertaining thing I've ever seen. We got the one that you vote on right, and we bet it all, which I usually tank on those. So we were kind of stoked to see that one come through. But sorry to say, man, mostly lucky guessing.
Yeah, so they just added this channel. I know I do Fubo TV, and it's streaming, and they just added this. And I was kind of bored one night, and I was like, what in the world is Fail Army? I'd never heard of it. And I started watching, and I just got sucked in, and I was like, oh, this will be perfect for Friday night. So glad it's doing your job, or doing its job, and keeping y'all distracted for sure. Let's go chat with Steve, KG5LAA. He's in the number 5 spot, and he got 6 out of 10. Steve, are you a Wes Craven fan?
No, I'm not a Wes Craven fan, and I'm not really a horror genre fan either normally, but I just kind of got really lucky this round, and I don't know, I just couldn't pick a wrong answer in the second half of that, so that's a KG5LAA, back to net.
Understandable. I like watching horror films in the movie theaters just to hear the girls scream and see if I can't make them scream. But yeah, that's about it. I'm not really a big fan either. Well, guess what? We're going to take a quick intermission so that everybody can take care of business. During the intermission, you'll see questions on your screen to pass the time. Voting is optional, but always appreciated. Just a reminder, you can check into tonight's Trivia Net at any time during the game from your smartphone, tablet, or computer. All you have to do is point your web browser to n5oak.org and click on the Trivia Net tab. Once you're there, scroll down and click on the big green button to check in. There's no software to install or accounts to create. All we need is your name and your call sign. We're going to fire up the intermission. If you got any questions or concerns, please come with your name and call sign now. Cody, Mr. I am, Halloween, blah, 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 blah. You're getting your butt handed to you here, man. What's going on up there in Fort Hood?
This is KI5YLS. I want to start off by saying that you have, Mr. Rusty, you have rigged the entire thing. I'm calling it now. It's completely rigged, and there's nothing else that I can say about it because it's 100% rigged. Also, I don't do horror movies, so my butt was kind of handed to me tonight. So, yeah, that's pretty much about it. Other than that, got off of work, sitting here drinking Jack Daniel's Southern Peach, and playing this rigged game. So, yeah, that's about it from me.
All right, well, everybody calls Kit the cheater. We're just going to start calling you the whiner. That's just how this is going to be, man. It is what it is. So, Cody the whiner. Good to have you in here, man.
Hey, if I'm going to be called a whiner, I want a little bit of cheese, too, so I can get some cheese with that wine, because everybody knows cheese goes good with wine, so, yeah.
Well, you call Ray and tell him what kind you want. He'll bring it up there with your radio and your antenna.
Yeah, that last round, the reason I call it rigged is because the very first question I got like 4 questions right that whole round. The very first question I got right was the betting one. It wouldn't let me bet nothing because I had no points, and I get it right. So how many points do I get? None.
Yeah, people either love or hate that betting question, but it's always fun to see how it does.
Hey, Ray, K5BZ, we don't want to see your toes on Discord.
So looks like the 441-600 is there. Josh, can you hear us? All right. That's quite the bubble chart. And if anybody out there wants to know how and who and what is connected, you can go check that out if you go to n508k.org and click on the All-Star tab. There's a link in there, and you can click, and that bubble chart changes in real time as things connect and disconnect. So that's a whole lot of repeaters in here for the Friday night trivia net. That's pretty awesome. All right, so here we are in round number 4, and it is all about vintage ads. Vintage ads. So let's see how y'all do with this one. Man, they're monkeying with my game. It's taking forever to load. I don't know what's going on over here. All right, so while I'm waiting for the games to get all synced up and back to happy, we're going to remind you once again you're listening to the Friday Night Trivia Net brought to you by the Oak Hill Amateur Radio Club. Call sign N508K. My name is Rusty, WZ5BBS. I'm your net control for tonight. You can check into tonight's Trivia Net at any time during the game from your smartphone, tablet, or computer. All you have to do is point your web browser to n508k.org and click on the Trivia Net tab. Once you're there, scroll down and click on the big green button to check in. There's no software to install or accounts to create. All we need is your name and your call sign, or just your name if you don't have a call sign. Oh, and it looks like Robert is playing from inside a bar, and all the local patrons are joining in. Oh, that's fantastic. Finally, we got some true bar trivia going on tonight. Well, way to go, KB5PMV. That is absolutely fantastic. So we got all the IDs done, we got everything done that I think we need to do. So let's fire up round number 4 with question number 1. What refreshing beverage has been removed from this 1955 advertisement? You're trying to make me say his call sign wrong, aren't you, Bill? First you yell at me because I'm dyslexic, and then you give me the wrong call sign. Man, you're terrible. You're absolutely terrible. All right, let's see what we got. Y'all are pretty much across the board. Coca-Cola, 7-Up, and milk tied for the top 3, and Yoo-Hoo coming in number 4. So let's see what the correct answer is. It is 7-Up. 7-Up is the correct answer, and even look at this. They got the, we'll put it up there so that you can see. That was Brian. All right, Brian's giving me hell. That's all right. I'll take it. I deserve it for sure. So the 26% that voted for 7-Up are the ones that got it right. Question number 2. A 19th century dental procedure to extract teeth without pain prompted Lloyd Manufacturing to sell toothache drops laced with this. Yeah, Kent might be onto something. 62% of you are on the same substance. Cocaine taking the number 1 spot, followed by opium. Nobody picked on whiskey or mandrake. So let's see. cocaine right? Cocaine is correct. The dental practice of drying a patient's gums and brushing them with a solution that included cocaine reportedly prompted Charles E. Lloyd to create cocaine-laced toothache drops. Ah, the good old days. Question number 3. What was the primary ingredient in Fever Remedy's Grove's Tasteless Chill Tonic? Morphine, taking the number 1 answer. Quinine coming in second, gin, and then LSD. The correct answer is quinine. 7 of you got that right. The tasteless tonic, which was first sold in 1885, was a fever remedy made from quinine suspended in a flavored syrup to eliminate the bitter taste. I put LSD in there just fun, see if I could get somebody to pick it, and it turns out I did. Question number 4. Which company's razors might not be considered so safe for young children in today's world? Well, Gillette is eking out the number 1 spot. Schick coming in second, Remington third, and Bic number 4. So which company's razors are it? Are they? They are the Gillette. This Gillette ads from the early 1900s features a baby holding a safety razor. Nothing. I remember the first time I got a straight razor shave from a woman barber. It was the first time I ever had a razor held to my neck by somebody else. And it was a very sobering feeling. I will never forget that. All right, question number 5. What classic 1970s shampoo did figure skating champion Dorothy Hamill endorse in a series of print ads? So y'all are thinking it's either Prel or Short and Sassy. Let's see which one is correct, if one of those is correct. It is Short and Sassy. Who would have guessed? The shampoo and conditioner was released in the 1970s and featured figure skating legend Dorothy Hamill as her popular bob hairstyle in their ads. So there you have it, made by Clairol. All right, well, that's halfway through round number 4. We got Joe, K5UK, or KUA in the number 1 spot, Leslie, KI5NLC in the number 2 spot, and Steve, KG5LAA in the number 3 spot. So while you're checking out your scores, we got to remind you, you're listening to the Friday Night Trivia Net, brought to you by the Oak Hill Amateur Radio Club. Call sign N50AK. My name is Rusty, WZ5BBS. I'm your net control for tonight. You can check into tonight's Trivia Net at any time during the game, but you better hurry because we only got 5 questions left. All you have to do is point your web browser to n5oak.org and click on the Trivia Net tab. Once you're there, scroll down, click on the big green button to check in. There's no software to install or accounts to create. All we need is your name and your call sign, and you better hustle because we're on question number 6, and that means it's time to place your bets. Cody's going all in. Let's see how he does. Which of these products claim to be real good and cost only 15 cents in 1955? So let's see what y'all think. McDonald's hamburger, followed by a Hostess cupcake, Woolworth's milkshake, and the KFC sandwich. So let's see what we're missing here. It is a McDonald's hamburger, and I don't think Cody got that right. Let's throw it up there and see what we're missing. We got the double arches and the burger and all that kind of fun. So I'm thinking Cody took it in the shorts here. And we'll verify that when we put the score up and see that Leslie, KI5NLC, is bumped up to the number 1 spot. Joe, K5KUA, is in the number 2 spot. And Holly, welcome Holly, W5LUL, to the number 3 spot. All right, well, Cody's going home. He's out of wine and cheese and patience, apparently. Let's go to question number 7. What beloved food item beckoned customers with an OO in this 1951 ad? So y'all think it's Jell-O, followed by SpaghettiOs, Cheerios, and Oreos. The correct answer is Oreos. Oreos is the correct one. Let's see, Gail got that right. Way to go, Gail. Dave, KI5STT, got that right, as well as Holly, W5LUL. Might be some cheating going on over there. All right, and Mark A got that right as well. So let's put up the banner so that you all can see what was missing. The OO Oreo motto was first introduced in 1950. Question number 8. What car manufacturer's rocket model hit the streets in 1950s? Yeah, but that was SpaghettiOs, not SpaghettiOs. So that's what got both Sky and Bill. All right, so let's see. Y'all think it's Oldsmobile. That's a pretty cool little car there, too. Buick coming in second. Then we got a tie for Chevrolet and Ford for third and fourth. So who made the rocket in the 1950s? It was Oldsmobile. The Oldsmobile 88 was affectionately dubbed the Rocket by auto racers and inspired the first rock and roll recording, 1951's Rocket 88. Question number 9. What instant coffee brand began satisfying coffee hunger in the United States in 1938? Well, Folgers is taking the number 1 spot. Maxwell House coming in second, followed by Nescafe. Nobody picked on Chase and Sanborn. So, what instant coffee brand began in 1938? It was Nescafe. Check it out. To help preserve the substantial surplus of the annual Brazilian coffee harvest, Nestle began developing a coffee brand in the 1930s with chemist Max Morgenthaler leading the project. Nestle introduced the product under the new brand name Nescafe on April 1st, 1938. So let's see who got that one right. That was, we got 4 people. Andrew, KC5DJY, way to go. Big Ben, KI5YDV, got that right as well as Philip, AC5G, way to go, man. And Ernesto, KI5PZN. Question number 10.
Should we take a quick break to give Cody a hard time? KC5DJY.
It's almost over. We got plenty of time to give Cody plenty of crap after the net. Question number 10 and the end of round 4. What fourth elf briefly appeared alongside Snack, Crackle, and Pop in 1950s Kellogg's Rice Krispies TV ads? Well, we lit up all the answers, and looks like Wow took the first spot, followed by Pow, Zip, and Buzz. If ever there was a commercial for cocaine, these would have been it. So let's see, who appeared along Snack, Crackle, and Pop? It was Pow. Kellogg's introduced Rice Krispie cereal in 1928, along with spokespersons Snack, Crackle, and Pop. The fourth elf named Pow appeared in 2 television ads in the 1950s, but the character was removed after that. All right, that's going to do it for round number 4. Let's add up all the scores and see. We got Leslie, KI5NLC, in the number 1 spot, Holly, W5LUL, in the number 2 spot, and Joe, K5KUA, in the number 3. Let's go talk to Leslie, KI5NLC. You got 548 points, and it's looking like your betting question saved your cake.
Yeah, that's pretty much it, because I don't know, looking at it, 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, I think I might have only got 4 or 5 right, so that's the one that did it for sure for me.
You got 4 out of 10 right, and you made it in the number 1 spot. The number 2 spot got 7 right, and the number 3 spot got 8. So, congratulations on betting and winning that one, because that's what totally got you. Let's go talk to Holly, W5LUL. She got 7 out of 10 right. Which one's got you, Holly?
Well, Rusty, I had a little trouble with getting the app to load for the first question, so I missed that one, and then I missed the last 2. But I do have a degree in advertising, so I thought I should be okay with this round.
Well, there you go. I didn't know that about you. So Holly's good in advertising. We might have to get her to help out the club then, because we need all the love we can get. Well, congratulations on the 2nd spot. Let's go talk to Joe, K5KUA. He got 8 out of 10, only missed 2. Which one's got you, Joe? Well, Joe might be receive only tonight, so there's your top 3 for round number 4. We're going to add up all the rounds and see who the winner of tonight's Friday night trivia net is, and that is Trina. Trina, number 1, way to go with 1,701 points. We got Mark A coming in 2nd, and Kent, the trivia robot, taking 3rd. We might be finding some new blood in here. Well, congratulations, Trina and Doug, KG5UNK. Doug, hopefully we get to see you at the meeting tomorrow, 10 a.m. Mark A, congratulations as well on the 2nd place. If you want to get in here and say anything, congrats, man. You got 2nd spot.
Hey, thanks, y'all. Enjoyed spending some time with you.
Good to have you in the game, man. You're giving Kent a run for his money. We love it. Let's go talk to Kent, KI5RBT, our very own trivia robot. Kent, what are you doing this weekend, and are we going to get to see you at the meeting tomorrow?
The meeting tomorrow is way too early for me. I don't think so. I'm gonna try to finish my desk. That's something I've been working on for way too long, and I had to regroup and change the way I was cutting the pipes. So that's probably what I'll be doing tomorrow. That and whatever Ben needs to do. And I've got to take him to a birthday party on Sunday too. So good for him. Hopefully he has a good time there. KI5RBT.
Yeah, it's a little early. I said 10 a.m., and it's kind of earlier for me as well. By then, Ernesto's ready for lunch. But I feel you on that. All right, well, maybe we'll get to see you some other time. Maybe at the park potluck. I can't even talk. maybe we'll get to see you there on November 5th. Let's go talk to Leslie, KI5NLC. I don't see, where's Leonard? Leonard, where are you in here? I'm looking through, oh, he's all the way down at 21. So, Leslie, what are you and Leonard doing this weekend, and are we going to see y'all at the meeting tomorrow?
I think right now our weekend is probably going to be taken up with watching Padres baseball. It was the first time in 16 years that we're at home in Petco Park, and we're kind of glued to the TV right now, I'm not going to lie, because we're up against the Dodgers. So I know we got a game tomorrow and Sunday, hoping to lead the series tonight. So that's all I know we're doing. We haven't talked about anything else this weekend, so I don't think we're going to make it to the meeting. Maybe we will. I don't know. KF5NLC.
Fair enough. Y'all got better things to do, and no worries. November 5th, if Leonard hasn't been keeping you up, we got potluck at the park. There's going to be fox hunts and parks on the air. We're doing fried chicken, and everybody's bringing a dish. So tell Leonard to go check out Discord, and if y'all can make it, we would love to see you there. Volley is in the number 5 spot. Let's see if Volley will come out and chat with us. Such luck. Alright, well let's go talk to Dave, KI5STT. He's in the number 6 spot. Dave, what are you and Holly doing this weekend?
Hey Rusty, well, we were going to go to the UT game, but that fell through, and sorry I gave you grief for scheduling the meeting during a Texas game, but hopefully we're going to show up at the meeting and see everybody there. KI5STT.
Well, don't sound so enthused there, Dave. Good Lord. Yeah, I get it. There's the old football games and stuff. I could care less about sports, so it's on my radar only when all of my friends talk about it. So it's just one of those things, man. It's once a quarter, and you don't have tickets anyway, so you're stuck with us. You're just gonna have to come. Let's go talk to Joe, K5KUA, see if he's out on the radio. Joe, you got anything fun going on this weekend? That's right, he's receive only. All right, well, have a good weekend, Joe, and hopefully we'll catch up with you later. Let's go talk to Holly, W5LUL. I think we're going to get to see Holly tomorrow. Maybe she's more enthusiastic about this. Holly, what are you doing this weekend?
Well, okay, I can try to be enthusiastic about a 10 a.m. meeting, but I may stay home and watch the football game. We're a big Longhorns fan, and we do have tickets. We just, my daughter stole them from us tonight. So maybe we'll see you tomorrow. I'm more excited than Dave.
Even if you're lying, I appreciate the enthusiasm. So thank you very much for that. And yeah, I get it. Y'all signed up for the potluck, so we're good on that. Let's go talk to Ben, KI5RVT. Is my name Jeff? What are you doing, man? You gonna come chat with us?
My name is Jeff.
Roger, man. Good to have you with us. I'm glad you're keeping us company. Let's go see if Robert, KB5PBM, is on the radio, or if he's still in the bar, or both. Robert, you got your ears on? All right, he's still finding some adult beverages to partake in, and good for you. So with that, let's go talk to Andrew, KC5DJY. Andrew, you out there, and what you doing this weekend?
I am here, and I'm not sure what I'm doing this weekend. Me and the family are hanging out, and we're just doing whatever comes along.
That sounds like my kind of weekend. I usually don't plan things. I say that this whole weekend is totally booked, but I usually just kind of a go with the flow kind of person. So I totally feel you on that. Well, congratulations to our top 10 winners of the Friday Night Trivia Net. This is officially done, and now it's time to move everybody over into the elimination round. For those of you who are new and have never played, it's one wrong and you're done kind of a thing. So we got 10 questions here. You got 15 seconds to answer, but unlike the other one, you don't get to make it. Once you're wrong, we kick you out and we say goodnight. So see how you do on this. We're going to let all the repeaters take a quick breath, and when we come back, we'll be here with question number 1 in the elimination round. All right, here we go. Question number 1. What 1970s television mainstay touts the virtues of the Commodore VIC-20 in this 1982 commercial? Well, you lit up all the answers, which means we're going to be sending some people home on this one. 42% went with William Shatner. We had a tie for Tom Jones and Bill Bixby for second and third. Peter Falk coming in number 4. So who is sitting here with his Commodore VIC-20 trying to get everybody to buy it? It's William Shatner. 42% of you got that right. So that means we got 8 survivors and everybody else is going home. We got to say goodnight to Bjorn, KI5YAT, Dave, KI5STT, Trina, Steve, KG5LAA, Jason, KB5MPJ, Holly, W5LUL, oh, Cody, KI5YLS, Cody didn't even make it past the first one. What in the world? Leslie, KI5NLC, Mark A, Joe, K5KUA, and Joshua, W5MVD. All right, we're down to 8 people. Let's see what they do with question number 2. Who wrote the 2000 novella Shop Girl, later adapted to a film co-starring Claire Danes? Well, again, we lit up all the questions. Tina Fey coming in number 1, followed by Steve Martin, and then we got a tie for Hugh Laurie and Carrie Fisher. So who wrote the novella Shop Girl? I know this because I'm a huge fan of his. It's Steve Martin was the correct answer, and that means we're down to Bill, W5ITZ, and Philip, AC5G. We got to say goodnight to Ernesto, KI5PZN, Richard, W5SBD, Big Ben, KI5YDV, Sky, N5LX, Leonard, KI5NLC, and Kent, our very own trivia robot man, KI5RVT, is out of the game. So, we're down to Bill and Philip. Let's see what question number 3 does. Let's see how long these guys can be in. What serendipitous fluke landed non-smoking, non-acting Robert Norris the job as the inaugural Marlboro Man? Well, it's a 50-50. We're down to he brought a hat, or he was the original actor who broke his leg. So what made this dude the Marlboro Man? Survey says he could ride a horse. That was it. According to Robert Norris' son, when Philip Morris' advertising crew went to the family's Colorado ranch to film the first commercial, none of the good-looking masculine actors they brought could actually ride a horse. Robert Norris was there holding the horse, and the crew decided to use him instead. Thus, he was the Marlboro Man for 12 years. So, nobody won that one. We got to say goodnight to Philip, AC5G, and Bill, W5ITZ. Man, we only made it to question number 3, y'all. That was a hard round. Well, that's going to do it for tonight's Friday Night Trivia Net. We hope y'all had a good time hanging out with us. The Friday Night Trivia Net is a service of the Oak Hill Amateur Radio Club, call sign N50AK, and made possible through the generosity of people just like you. For more information on the club, becoming a member, or to learn how you can donate, visit us online at n50ak.org. I'd like to thank Kyle, KA5D, and the Crossroads Ham Radio Club for linking their repeater systems for tonight's game. If you'd like to see all the fun things they're up to, or just want more information about the KA5D or W5 LCR repeater systems, visit them online at ka5d.com or crhrc.org. And before you close your web browser, stop by, check out the BBS, go play some door games. You can also visit the TriviaNet player rankings, stats, net logs, net check-ins. Everything can be found on the website. Don't forget, this weekend, it's the quarterly club meeting, October 15th. It's at 10 a.m. for those of you that want to get up and come play. Details are on the web. Go to n50ak.org and click on the calendar tab. So I think that's all the announcements that I got. I hope to see you all tomorrow. This is WZ5BBS, and it's time to bring tonight's Friday Night Trivia Net to a close. I'm going to signal the repeaters to switch back to regular amateur use, and while they're doing that, I'd like to thank you for inviting us into your home tonight. Have a great weekend. Y'all be safe, and we'll see you right here next Friday. 73, y'all.
Thanks again, Rusty. W5IT.
Sir, have a good weekend, Bill.
Rigged. The whole thing was rigged. KI5YLS.
Nah, Cody sucks at trivia. That's all there is to it. Cody sucks. WZ5BBS.
I only suck when it's rigged. I mean, how am I going to get every question wrong and end up with 0 points at the end of 2 different rounds? It just doesn't make sense because it's rigged.
Well, maybe you're just going to have to stay over on the Thursday night net, man, where, there's no points and, we just get to talk and rag chew and have fun. No telling. Have a good weekend, Cody. We'll see you later. WZ5BBS.
Of course. I'll be there Thursday night. I'm going to get my first Thursday night net in. Fully prepared for the chit chat and BS and probably all the congratulations where people will be able to officially congratulate me. So, fully prepared for that. KI5YLS. KI5, Yankee Lima Sierra. Anybody still around this hour of night? KI5, YLS. Anyone still around this hour of night?
Yeah, go ahead. This is KI5YDV.
Kilowatt India 5 Yankee Lima Sierra. Any of my late nighters still awake?
What was that question again?
I was just seeing if any of the late nighters were still awake. This is KI5YLS.
KI5YLS, I think is what you said. This is KI5KSR out in Bastrop, and I just sat down in front of the radio and heard that call. So, what's going on tonight?
I believe you said KI5KSR. So, then what's up, Steve? This is Cody. KI5 Yankee Lima Sierra. God, I gotta get used to that. Not a whole lot. Just got done with trivia night, and now I'm just kind of hanging around on the net, just kind of chilling for a little bit before I gotta go to bed, so I can go to work in the morning. I say in the morning, 11 o'clock, but still. But yeah, I don't know if you remember me or not, but if you don't, just in case, I am Ray K5BZI's nephew.
Oh yeah, Roger that. I've heard a little bit about you. I guess you got your ticket, and that's cool, man. Congratulations.
Yeah, so I got my call sign last night. Well, I said last night, this morning, about 1 a.m. and been trying to transmit ever since. Like, literally, I even let it take over part of my job. I was literally standing on the sales floor with no customers in the store, and I'd pull out my phone, open up Echolink, which is what I'm talking on right now. Echolink on my phone, and start transmitting. Because, I mean, there's no customers, so what was the point? Yeah, literally just was standing there transmitting, and I was like, yeah, this is going to be a hobby that gets me in trouble, I can already tell.
Oh man, if by trouble you mean this is a hobby that you can spend a lot of money on, I'm guilty of that for sure. But it's fun. It's rewarding. I've enjoyed every minute of it. These days, with not a huge amount of money invested, I can talk all over the world on 10 meters, and I haven't even stepped up to a general ticket yet, a general license yet. I'm still a technician, but I'm a blast. I'm still having a blast with ham radio, so it's been a great hobby for me, man. I hope you enjoy it as well.
I do have to say, so far, I'm enjoying it pretty much. The N50AK club has made me feel welcomed, made me feel like I was part of the family. I was kind of worried just a little bit that, a bunch of the elderly kind of people were all in the club, and they saw some new little teenagers, 21-year-olds, come in and be like, oh god, he's going to be rambunctious and annoying and da-da-da. But no, they all made me feel welcome, and so I'm greatly appreciative of that. But yeah, I'm kicking it here on the computer Echolink, and out of Colleen, Fort Hood, and this is KI5YLS.
Yeah, Roger. That's all good, man. This has been the most welcoming and friendly hobby that I've ever dabbled in. It's been fantastic, and the people you talk to on the international contacts and everything, it's just great. It's just been fantastic, and I'm happy that you're a part of it. I'm going to go ahead and log you in. I see I looked you up on QRZ, and I see you got 31 lookups so far. So I'm going to log you in as a contact and give you a little bit more exposure out there, I guess. I don't know if it, whatever. Just give you another lookup, man. Good to hear you out there tonight.
Yeah, I mean, so I had someone earlier during trivia night tell me that I need to set up my QRZ. I thought I already had, but apparently not. So, to be honest with you, I don't even know how to do something like that. Probably just YouTube it and figure it out. YouTube has been my best friend in a lot of cases. But yeah, no, I'm loving it so far. My uncle K5BZI, Ray, he pushed me into it, and at first I was like, alright Ray, you're being kind of annoying, back off. But I'm glad he didn't, because pushed me until past the whole annoyingness, and now I'm loving every minute of it so far.
Yeah, very good, man. That's cool. I've never met Ray, but I've heard him on the radio quite a bit, and I think he's a fun character. I'd like to meet him in person one of these days. But I don't think you've made a bad choice by following this hobby. It's a good thing to learn, to expand your knowledge, and honestly, it's a fantastic skill to have, to be able to understand how radio works and how to contact people, and it's good stuff. I'm really happy to be part of it, and I hope you enjoy it as well.
Yeah, for sure. Like I said, I have so far. But yeah, I think I'm gonna probably call it a night unless somebody else comes in and chit chat with them for a little bit, or just call it a night and head out. But it's KI5YLS. I gotta get used to that so badly.
Yeah, Roger. Learning to training your mind to understand the phonetics and the NATO phonetics, the Kilo India 5 Yankee Lima Sierra. That takes a little training, it takes a little practice, but once you get it, it becomes like a second language to you. And it's really impressive to hear the guys who are good at it. They can just basically speak in those phonetics and things. They really get it down. I'm not so good at it, but I'm getting better, and you will too as time goes by. So I'll let you go, man, and see if you can catch anybody else on the repeater and make some more contacts. So Kilo India 5 Yankee Lima Sierra. This is Kilo India 5 Kilo Sierra Romeo. Good to talk to you tonight, and I'll say 7-3, man.
Yeah, 73 to you too, KI5, Kilo India 5, Yankee Lima Sierra, and 73 clear. Alright, gonna try to see if I can connect with one more person before I call it a night. This is KI5, Yankee Lima Sierra, Kilowatt India 5, Yankee Lima Sierra. This is KI5 YLS, Kilo India 5, Yankee Lima Sierra, trying to make one more contact before I head out for the night. Kilo India 5, Yankee Lima Sierra. This is KI5 YLS, trying to make one last contact before I head off to bed. This is Kilo India 5, Yankee Lima Sierra, KI5 YLS. Trying to get one last contact before I go to bed.